Good morning and welcome to Sherman's Kitchen. This morning we're going to be making some baguettes. And the recipe that we're going to be using for the baguettes is very simple, fun, and easy to use. It only takes about 5 minutes to prepare. Then the recipe was really created for a bread machine. Bread machine similar to this. And you can use any bread machine that you have. Basically what we use it for is the kneading process, because the kneading process, takes a lot of time, and this makes it so much simpler to use, and it saves you a lot of time. Okay, well, first of all we need a recipe, and here's the recipe right here, and you can pause your video if you need to write it down. And so next let's go ahead and get the ingredients and have some fun in here. What we're going to need is a cup. And we're going to have 2 cups of water. So let me just set that right there. We'll get some utensils. I just use a cup, a teaspoon, and a tablespoon, and some flour. And this is bread flour. I don't use all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour makes your baguettes heavy and almost like a brick. So you want to use real good bread flour. So we're going to need 2 cups of water, and that looks like it's about right. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. While that's settling down, I'm going to get the yeast. I've got, let's see, where's the yeast? Here it is. I use rapid rise yeast. It only takes 45 minutes to knead, and I buy it bulk at Winco. So my water has settled. It's perfecto for the baguettes. So I've got my yeast, I've got my water, I've got my flour. The next thing we need is some salt. So I've got my salt, my sugar, and I set them all down there, and now we're ready to make the dough. Okay, we put all the ingredients in. Now let's just move it over to the bread machine. Set it in the bread machine. Put the lid down. Set it. And we're ready to go. In 45 minutes we'll be back. Okay, while the dough was rising, I wish my dough in the bank would rise. It's just sitting there at nothing though. But while the dough is rising, what we want to do is get some cornmeal, and we're going to sprinkle the cornmeal out here so that we can lay it in our dough. And also an egg yolk, just an egg yolk without the white. I have filtered the white out of it, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of water, and that's about a tablespoon right there, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Again, this is not scientific. And I'm just going to whisk that up, and I'm going to use that to baste the baguettes, the top of the baguettes. Okay, so here we go. We're going to sprinkle a little cornmeal on the countertop. Okay, here we go. We're going to dump this out, and we're going to get it out here on the countertop. Kind of just slides out because of the olive oil that we put in there. And by the way, I like to use olive oil because it makes my baguettes soft. I don't like the hard, crunchy crusts, but if you do, don't use olive oil. And the egg yolk also softens the crust. Okay, so here we have our dough. Again, let me just kind of roll it up a little bit, like that. Okay, there we go. And what we're going to do is cut this baby in half. Now, I know you should use a scale, and I bought a scale, electronic scale, but we got it home and it didn't work. So we took it back, and we haven't bought a scale since. So our baguettes don't come out exactly even, but I mean, we just kind of eye it. And that looks like about in the middle. So I cut that baby right in half. And I've got one kind of setting up there, and I just kind of squish it together a little bit. Okay, now I want to fold it over toward me punch it down a little bit. Same with this one. I'm going to pat it out a little bit, fold it over, fold it back, punch it down a little bit, and let it sit there. Okay, I'm just going to let these sit here for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to shape them. Okay, we'll see you in 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, here they are. It's been about 10 minutes, and they're looking pretty good. They're starting to bubble up. You see the bubbles there? That's the indication that it's ready to be kneaded the last time. It's a very simple fold. It's really not kneading it, but here we go. Now the key is to get your thumb in the side and pull back. See how I'm kind of pinching back? I use my palm of my hand to push down on it. Just kind of easy, and you can see I'm pushing in, folding over, pushing in, folding over, and using the palm to close the seam. And I'm going to do that 3 times. 1, 2. Now on the 3rd time, I'm going to really whack it with the palm to really close that seam up. Kind of heard a couple of pops there from the air inside. Okay, there. Now we have our seal, and now I'm just going to roll it a little bit. I roll it from the middle out. This guy's a little big on this end, so I'm going to work this end a little bit. And that's actually about as long as I want them. That's about it right there. Okay, now I'm going to do the same with the other, and I'll get back to you in just a minute. Now we're going to cut our baguettes to allow the air and the gases to come out as it bakes. So I'm going to do one lengthwise, just like that. Just slice it right down the middle. And you want to get a nice, don't be afraid about getting too deep, because you want all that air to come out. You see that? Open it up. This one we're going to do a little bit different. Let's go ahead and cut it this way. Just diagonal cuts. Oh, there's the magic sound. Let's take a look. Wow. Primo. Here we go. Let's take these baby baguettes out of here. Here we go. Look at that. Right from the French bakery. Wow. There we are. From Jerry's kitchen to yours. Happy eating. See you soon.